Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the Tampa Bay side of the field, head coach Todd Bowles. His guys are confident for... A warm welcome to all of you tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt with you as Evan McPherson's going to get us started. And this is going to be a rainy one here from Paycor. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. And certainly some momentum to build on today.
This is Irving on second. Shoots away from one. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on first. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Right back to Irving now. He dodged the tackle. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Bucs have the first. All set to go now from the 35. They'll run for the first time with their rookie from Michigan. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Running right, it's Irving. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
3rd and long for him here. Hauled in by out on the right side. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Has it in close. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Mike Evans with the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Calvin Austin on the return. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, and took great care of the football. And, of course, he cares less about those two numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It's Pacheco again. This is tough running, this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Burrow. Throw finds Jamar Chase. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 29-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First down carry for Pacheco. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Buccaneers' 22-yard line.
Right back to Pacheco. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and
here he goes, 3rd and long. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. That's a catch. Jalen McMillan. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Jalen McMillan. It's a gain of 20.
Irving gets it on the draw. Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Catch made by Bucky Irving. He has this one past the 15. Will start downhill into Bengals territory. And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And a first down. 2 yards on the play.
1st and 10 now from the 46. On the give, this is Irving. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, Irving. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. 3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
3rd and 4.
Mayfield now from the gun. It's complete. This is Nguku. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Buccaneers first down. An 8-yard pickup. And a Buccaneer first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
A tight end in motion now. First down, here's Baker. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Pressure coming. Baker. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Now the Buccaneers bringing out their field goal team. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
McCole Hardman now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bengals are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's hit top 5 in rushing yardage. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Taken in by Chase, left side. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 3rd and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
Throwing
2.
now on 3rd and 2. He's got Gesicki complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Burrow from the gun.
27-yard line.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They're running the option, short side. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. McPherson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. defense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Escapes a defender. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
That's good for a first down.
Sending the tight end in motion left. First down, and they go right back to it. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Out left, and Otten makes the grab. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
At his 48-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Fourth down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Yaya Diaby brings him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Finds him over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
It's a gain of 20.
Into the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Trying the right side. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
The beauty of defense tackles is they come in all shapes and sizes. From 280 pounds to almost 400 pounds in their football gear, Kate. But when you get one of those war daddies that can shed a tackle and create a negative loss like that, well, those guys are real hard to find.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Now Burrow. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Running right is Pacheco. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. Still has some space inside the 35. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. That is exactly why you rally to the football. You got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Brought down back
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing is Burrow. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
3rd and long for him here. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the 3.
Looking inside the red zone. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals get some late points and the lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals push their lead to 3.
Bengals 13.
Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. First and 10, it's Mayfield. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout.
Complete to Cade.
Line up the design keeper. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
A toss, running right. It's Irving. Rolling into enemy territory. He is down at the 30-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Connects on the crosser. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. Mayfield on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Smith able to put it through. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
Barring a surprise or a miracle here in the final seconds, Kate, looks like we're going to have a tie and a whole new ball game to begin the second half.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
20-yard line.
Here's a design run. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Lots to talk about from the weekend that was. This a fitting capper to a compelling week, so let's get after it. Our look around the NFL starts now. Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. It's the Browns at home to take on the Jaguars. And it's Trevor Lawrence finding his big target, Brenton Strange. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Jaguars get their 6th victory as this win moves them to 6-2 on the season. And with that, a look here at the rest of the action in Week 8 around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Hardman with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's brought down at the line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down run by Pacheco. He got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock. Extra man in the secondary for the Bucs on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has this down to the 14-yard line. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running is Pacheco. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff from Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd.
Burrow back to throw. Into traffic, complete. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. On 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
Has this at the 6. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He finds Evans left side. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. So 1st down from the 41. Shotgun handoff to Irving. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Irving on the counter. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Takes it into the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run now with Pacheco. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Burrow to the air now. Short pass brought in. Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40.
This is Pacheco. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up too. So now here's 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Catch made by Austin. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Completes this one to Otten. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Back to the line they come, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. Catch made left side by Amuka. And that will not be enough for a first down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Dump off caught by his back. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And a nice return out of them. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. He gives it to Pacheco to start the drive. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
34-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Burrow from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Right back to Irving now. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Bucs have the first.
And a first down. A gain of 7. First down.
Once again, Irving. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
He's tackled at the 32.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Running back sent in motion. Mayfield now from the gun. Gets his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's Baker to throw. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout called after the play by the officials, not by either team. It looks like we've got an injury. Yeah, tight end Cade Otton shaken up. First down from the 42. Irving here from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He was brought down by Miles Murphy.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Put a receiver in motion left. Pressure coming. Baker. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. We sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It takes an impressive amount of strength, that low man winning, to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming. That's well done.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. And who knows what was going on there as he's finally brought down for a huge loss.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Short pass caught by his tight end. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
He'll throw it. Got a man. This is Evans. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down.
Here's the give to Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing, Baker. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Buccaneers trail by a field goal. Bengals into the nickel set, 3rd down. Back to throw it. Right side, this is Ibuka. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
A 4-yard gain.
Running for it, here's Irving. And they are sent off the field. He had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. It's Pacheco again. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
Right back to Pacheco. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the draw, it's Pacheco. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
It's now 3rd and 8.
On the keeper, it's Burrow. And he picks up the 1st down for the Bengals. That is the last thing they need to lock away this win.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Design quarterback run here. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a